Hey guys, sorry to bore you again. So today I received a letter from Northamptonshire Healthcare NHS Foundation Trust, St Mary's Hospital, 77 London Road, Kettering, Northamptonshire. There's a generic phone number on it, and when you call it, like I just did, the lady has no clue on the other end of the phone who you need to talk to, because on this letter, there's no name to talk to anyone, obviously, and that number's generic, and there's no reference on this. But I'm going to read this to you, and maybe give me your advice. So, dear Mr. O'Brien, we are writing regarding your recent communications with Northamptonshire Healthcare NHS Foundation Trust, NHFT, including telephone conversations with members and the subsequent publication of recordings of these calls on YouTube. Well, they record telephone conversations, and yet they don't seem to like it when I do. You judge this yourself. We are concerned about the tone and content of these communications. What tone? The content that I'm so low, I'm desperate, including threatening statements, threatening statements and the recording and public distribution of conversations with trust staff. So, threatening statements. These are statements I'm making about myself, because if these people would have thought I was threatening them in any way, the police would be round my house. We know this. But then they finish off with distribution of conversations. So this is the only thing you lot are actually interested in, because you need to be named and shamed. Here, get this. We understand that you may be experiencing significant distress. Maybe. Have you listened to the other phone conversations, guys? There's a maybe. There's doubt that I'm... However, NHFT have a duty to ensure that its staff are treated with respect and are able to carry out their role safely. Well, please listen to the conversation with Vanessa or Christine. It's hard to respect them, but I wasn't threatening, I wasn't rude, I wasn't offensive, but they're using this one now. NHFT operates a not okay policy towards threatening, abusive or intimidating behaviour towards our staff. I don't know how I was. They were asking me to talk about very delicate, horrible situations that had gone in my life, and but they're not saying that I was threatening them. So what? Threatening myself means that they don't want to deal with me anymore. We also note that recordings of telephone conversations with staff members have been uploaded online. This is the thing that they're annoyed about. While individuals may choose to record their own conversations, publishing these recordings, particularly where staff members can be identified, which they don't need to be, there's no axe to grind here. Here we go. Raise serious concerns regarding staff safety, privacy and confidentiality. Aren't these people meant to be looking after my mental health? But it's about them now. That's why Vanessa hung the phone up, because she couldn't take the truths about my life that I was telling her. We ask that you refrain from threatening or abusive language in communications with NHFT staff. Like I said, if they felt threatened in any way, they would call the police. So it makes no sense. Cease recording and publishing conversations with members of staff. Why? You record phone conversations. Remove any online recordings of NHFT staff conversations where possible. Okay. If this behaviour continues, the trust may need to take further steps to manage communication with you. Well, guys, I've just spent 20 minutes trying to get through to them on a generic phone number with a letter with no one's name on it and no reference. So it looks like that they have ceased communications with me. This could include restricted contact to written correspondence through a single point of contact or through the formal complaints process. This letter is ambiguous on purpose. Come on, guys, you must know that. They know that. If at any point staff feel that threats present a risk of harm, yes, a risk of harm to myself, yes, the trust may also consider further action, including escalating to appropriate authorities. Well, I thought I was talking to the appropriate authorities. I'm talking to the mental health team, aren't I? Although I'm not, because they've made it very difficult for me to even respond to this letter. I can't respond to it. If you wish to raise concerns about your care, you may do so through formal complaints process, which I have done, and they haven't responded. We hope that future communications can remain respectful. They always have been, but I tend to get frustrated when I talk to morons who don't read my medical records, so that we can continue to support you appropriately. Well, I'm not being supported appropriately. That's why I'm posting this on YouTube. So everybody else who hasn't been supported appropriately understands how it feels. It's horrible. Yours sincerely, Staff Safety Advisor, Northamptonshire Healthcare NHS Foundation Trust. Who? What's your name? Where's your number? Where's your email? They've done this on purpose. So you can continue with this, but I'm trying. But of course, you've all gone home now because you left me on hold so long, you went home. I was number one in the queue for 10 minutes. So guys, let me know in your comments. These people are meant to be helping people with mental health problems. And that is why people are contacting me, telling me about people that have killed themselves, people that have just been given a leaflet. You know, there is no support. And just because I desperately need the support and I'm not able to tell a lie, you ask me about my childhood, I'm going to tell you. So if your member of staff on the end of the phone is so thin-skinned, they get upset about that, why are they doing the job for? I don't understand this. I really don't. Chief Executive Hillary, whoever. It doesn't matter because that lady didn't write to me. But know this. They've made it so I can't respond. So do you want to call me, guys, and start helping me rather than whatever you're doing? All right. See you later.